Website portfolios can be a great way to present yourself to a potential employer. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to create a website portfolio for yourself or someone you support with some free, simple online tools. So let's get into it. Now, you might wonder why a website portfolio is really necessary. Now, in most cases, we as job seekers introduce ourselves to potential employers through our experience, our skills, and training that are captured concisely on a standard resume template. Now, however, for many job types that tend to be either creative or visual in terms of the finished product or skill demonstrated, a simple resume often isn't going to be sufficient in showcasing what you have to offer to that employer. And this is where something like a website portfolio can be really useful. Now, a website portfolio is a personal or professional website that showcases someone's work, their skills, and their achievements. It's commonly used by creatives such as artists, designers, developers, writers, photographers, and marketers, but can also be useful for professionals in many different fields. Now, here's what's in a typical website portfolio. A homepage which contains a brief introduction or welcome message, an About Me, About Us section which contains your background information, your experience, and your values. A portfolio and work sample section, which includes projects, case studies, or examples of prior work. A testimonial section that has feedback from previous clients, colleagues, or employers. And then finally, a contact information section containing your email, your social media links, or a contact form that provides a means for a client or potential employer to contact you if they are interested in your work. So let's break down creating a website portfolio step by step using a free online platform known as Canva. Now, Canva is a user-friendly web-based graphic design platform that allows anyone from complete beginners to professionals create visually appealing content without needing advanced design skills. So you're going to first go to their website, canva.com, and create an account so that you can use their platform. Now, once on their website, you can click on the sign up link on the right upper corner of the screen. Now, you can either link a pre-existing Facebook or Google account to Canva to sign up, or you can simply provide them with an email address. Now, for the purposes of this demonstration, I will use an email address. So I'm going to input my email address that I want to use for this account. I'm going to then confirm I'm setting up an account with this email address. Canva will immediately email you a code to the email address that you provided to them. You're going to enter that code, and you should be logged into your Canva account and taken into Canva homepage once you enter that code. The page is going to ask you some questions about personalizing your account, and you can either answer them or skip them. But in either case, you should be ready to start Canva at this point. Now, once logged in, you should be on Canva's homepage. Now, Canva provides many different types of graphic products you can produce, ranging from standard resume documents to PowerPoints to video and social media content, and for our purposes, websites. So you can click on the category marked websites. Now, on the left will be all the website templates you can choose from. Now, if you want to narrow down your template selection to those more relevant for your purposes, you can do a template search specifically for website portfolio templates. Just type it in, and you should see website portfolio templates populate that you can select from. Now, keep in mind, while you can sign up and use Canva for free, there's also a pro plan at cost that gives you access to more resources, including more template choices. Now, under the free version, you can only choose free templates to use for your website design. The pro templates are designated by the little crown at the bottom right corner of the template selection. Now, if you're using the free version, then you can only pick templates without the crown. Now, in most cases, you should be able to find ample free template selections if you don't want to pay for the pro level plan. Now, since I'm going to be using the free version for this demonstration, I'm going to select a template without the crown. Now, this one titled Photographic Portfolio looks promising. So I'm going to click on it. I look over the sections of the portfolio and it looks like a go. So I click on this portfolio and then I'm going to want to click on Apply All Sections. Once I do so, I can now edit this template for my own purposes. With my template selected, I next want to upload the media I would like to insert onto the template I selected. Now, I advise creating a folder on your desktop or other easily accessible location on your computer and move that media that you want to use for the template into that file folder. Now, for this demonstration, I created a file folder titled Roy's Canva Media on my desktop, and I already moved various photography samples that I want to include in the selected template into this folder. With that folder set up on my computer, I'm then going to go back to Canva and the template I selected. Now, on the left menu bar, I select Uploads. I then click on the box that says Upload Files. This will open up a file search box where I'm going to search for the media I want to add onto the Canva platform and be able to incorporate for my template. Now, since I already know the location of my media that I'm going to use is on my desktop, I'm going to click on Desktop in the search box, and from there, click on the file folder I set up titled Roy's Canva Media. I then see all the photos I want to use for my template, and I proceed to highlight all of them. Then I click on the Open in File search box to add them all onto Canva. You should then see the images populate under Images in the Upload section. Now you can use your media for your Canva template. Now it's time to create your portfolio by editing your chosen template. You do have a lot of room for creativity, particularly if you are familiar with the Canva platform. But for those who might be beginners, I'm mostly going to keep the edit simple in this tutorial. But as you get more comfortable, I do encourage you to play around with the options to better be able to customize your template to your specific needs. Now you can do most of the edits simply by swapping out the text and images on the template to fit your own preferences. Now, I selected a photography website template as for demonstration purposes, I'm going to play the role of an outdoor photographer who wants to showcase his work. So let us start first with the text and images in the first section to reflect your information. Now, hover your mouse cursor over the text area that you want to edit and then click on it. Double click on the area to highlight the text that you want to edit and then type in what you want to add instead. I'm going to type my name in the above text. And then instead of photographic portfolio, I'm going to type something that's a little bit more representative of my photography style. So I'm going to type instead outdoor photography. Now you might want to adjust the size, font, and colors to best fit your profile, and you can do so through the menu bar above once you click on the area that you want to edit. Now next, you're going to want to add your pictures in place of the pictures that are already on the template section. To do so, you're going to click on the uploads in the far left menu bar. And then you're going to click on images to see the images that you have added onto Canva. Now left click and hold on the picture that you'd like to substitute, and then drag that picture over to the picture you want to swap it out for. Now, once you hover over it, the picture should automatically swap onto the original image. I now want to edit my other sections, so I scroll to the About Me section first. Again, I can click on the text to edit my needs and information there. I may want to choose to delete certain sections that maybe aren't relevant to myself. I can then swap out the original picture with my own picture. And then I can also drag the text and pictures to any position I would like on the section. And once I'm satisfied, I can then move on. Now moving to the third section, which showcases my photography work, I can again just swap out my photos with those already in the section and edit my text to my needs, or maybe choose to delete the text altogether if it seems fit to do so. Now you'll notice there is no testimonial page on the template that I selected. And maybe I do have some testimonials though and want to include this section. So now I'm going to need to add an additional section. Now to do so, I'm going to go to the section above and then click on the left menu bar. And then click on add a section, and it will add a section below it. I can then edit this section to add testimonials. I can, for example, change the background color to white, say. I can then add text to my section. I can add testimonial content by clicking on the text option on the far left menu bar. And then enter the text that I want to show in this section. Now finally I get to the contact page. And again, I can edit the information and pictures here to fit my needs. And there you have it, a completed website portfolio. Okay, now I have edited my template and I'm ready to share it to potential employers. So now I'm going to need to publish the website. Now you can first preview how the website will look to others by clicking the preview option. Now, if you're satisfied with it, then you can publish the website by pressing the Publish Website option. Now, this will allow you to set up a URL website address to share with others so they can access your website on a web browser. Now, there are limitations as to what you can select as a URL address for free. If you want to have a more customized or more professional looking address, you're going to have to pay for this option. And you can do so by purchasing a domain through Canva or similar service. Now, prices vary, but typically fall in the $10 to $20 range per year. Now, before clicking publish, you may want to review settings to ensure the level of privacy that you want for your website. For example, if you want to limit who can access your website to only those who have your website address and not be visible in search engines such as Google, then you're going to have to turn off the search engine visibility setting. If you want a password to enter your website, you can click on the option to add one. Now, once you determine these settings for yourself, then click on Publish. Now, copy the web address to share, and there you have it. You have completed and published your website portfolio, and now it's ready to showcase to employers. Now, thanks for watching. If you need any additional support creating a website portfolio, please feel free to reach out to myself or other members in the IRI training department through Microsoft Teams, or email me directly at roy@irioc.org. As always, continued success with your support.